Yo, nephew, hand me that bar stool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game.
Welcome to 21st and Prime. My man Rone, Jamie Dukes. We are ready to mix it up. We are ready. Sponsored by Heineken 00, 69 calories, zero alcohol. Guys, let's jump into it, man.
Golden State, Coach, the Golden State Warriors that you once proclaimed dead.
When did I proclaim that? Now, when did I proclaim that, Jamie?
Last year. It was last year.
Thank you. So, you got to check him, Ron, because he that's what he does.
It was last year. I do what I do, though. But but you did say that was kind of over. I was thinking you were saying it could never be formed again, but I'll just say that maybe that was for last year. Why are they where they are? What do you see? I know you ain't watching a lot, but I know you kind of people. I know you love basketball.
I think there's a lot of great basketball being played right now. I think it's only 2 or 3 teams that can really play this game and are capable of winning it all. They're playing really unselfish basketball. And I like that. I really do. Steph is being Steph. He's not being any different. And I love the new players that they've added and the roles that they're playing. And everyone's just playing their role. No one's trying to be anything more than they are. And they're playing pretty darn good defense as well.
I think that one of the main things that Steph Curry is showing this year is that he didn't need all the moves that other guys like maybe James Harden and Damian Lillard use, these kind of Euro step new moves that have been taken away from them, the kind of swipe through where they would get a foul on it. He doesn't need any of those moves because they took those away and Dame Lillard's numbers went down. James Harden's numbers went down. They took those away, and Steph's numbers went up. Steph keeps on doing what he's doing, best three-point shooter of all time. Draymond's obviously a brilliant basketball player. Andrew Wiggins was written off. Even though he was a number 1 overall pick, people expected more, but he's doing incredible things for them. And guess what? They're going to get James Wiseman and Klay Thompson back into the mix. They were already a scary team. They're about to be even scarier. It's a good time to be a Warriors fan.
What is wrong with the Lakers? Too old?
Okay. The Lakers they're the big 3, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of.
I only seen 2. I've only seen 2 all year. I'm sorry. I like AD, and I don't dislike anybody. But come on, dog. Like LeBron's gonna be LeBron. You know, he's gonna be LeBron, and then give me my other point guard. I love him, Russ Westbrook. Westbrook's gonna be Westbrook. He's gonna do his thing. He'll have some turnovers here and there because he handles the ball, but he's gonna do his thing when it counts. I need the big fella to be the big fella. The thing that hurt me the most, James, I'm serious, man. It's hard for me to look at him the same ever since that game against Giannis.
Milwaukee, yeah.
No, I can't. I'm trying to. I'm adjusting my TV, trying to look at him the same, dusting it off in there. It's hard because he didn't want that. I think that hurt me.
I think that when LeBron wears his GM hat, he winds up having all of his friends be on the team. He wants people that he knows from the Olympics and from the All-Star games. But if you had let a GM really build around LeBron, you'd be able to build like a modern, complete team around him.
What's wrong with the pieces he just articulated?
The pieces he got are good.
Westbrook is one of the best point guards in the game.
They're not doing their job.
Yeah.
They're just not. You got one guy not doing his job. I think that's it.
I don't know. I think that if you allocated those resources a little differently, if you kind of had younger guys, two-way players who weren't so concerned with their ego, getting their shots up, being a member of a big 3, I think that might be a little bit more complementary of LeBron's skill set. Some guys who can shoot threes, also play defense, and who aren't wrapped up in the glitz and glamour of living in LA. I feel like that.
I don't have 60. They have 60. Like if I want a big 3, I just need 60, 65. Okay, 20, 20, 20. I need 65 points out of the big 3. Everybody else get the rest. There's 40 points with all the other guys. 4th, 5th guy, couple guys off the bench. That's good. They should be able to do that.
But I think the problem is it's not
The
the
big
big
three ain't
three.
giving that. They're not giving their 60.
It's the big 2.5. No, they're getting 60 between Bron and Westbrook. They'll get 60. But they got 2.5 stars. That's the problem. It's the half. The dude you're talking about is a half star. Dude, I don't think dude broke his confidence, but dude may have broke his confidence.
But he always goes down too. He always get injured.
He's hurt. Yes, always.
Like always.
Tissue
This
paper.
ain't,
Yes.
this ain't just an occasional thing. It's like, thank you for not saying what I was getting ready to say, Lord. I appreciate you. I was getting ready to say something that would have got me in trouble. Yeah, he is consistent.
What about the kid in New Orleans? 300.
When is he gonna play? I forgot about it.
They say he's 300. And have you look
First
on
of
your
all, I
phone.
saw him on the commercial. Looked like he had just ate. Did you see the commercial that I saw? You saw the commercial? Come on, man. There's no way if I'm representing you, I'm gonna let you shoot that commercial like that.
That's his face, though.
It
He
was a
has
soft drink commercial, and dog, you look full. Look like they had just got finished eating, man. I was like, dog, you get big, dog.
he's got resting. I just ate face. He
Like,
just
what's
always.
wrong? Like, what's bodily wrong with him right now? I don't know. What's wrong? What
I
did
think
they
it's
say?
a knee or something like that. I think that's what happened.
Well, I can see. Well, if it's the knee, that means he can't run and move, and you can't burn that. You can't burn those calories.
They say I saw a picture of him the other day. I thought they enhanced the picture. You know,
You got to stop.
I literally
Man. You got to stop.
look.
Hey,
on
can
your
we
phone.
put a picture? Can we just put a picture from the commercial up on the screen of him? I just want you to see it because
and then
there's
put
no
a picture
way
of him last year, from
Huh?
last year, and then put
No.
a picture up from last year.
No, I want to put a picture of that commercial. That's the one.
Right, no, I'm saying, but both of them, so you can see where he went, though. Also, after you see
just
that,
ate commercial, man. That just ate. Just
The
ate.
problem is too that it's a foot injury, and so it's like if he weighs this much, isn't that going to make it a little bit harder on his foot? I don't know how you lose the weight though. If you have to do like the arm pedal bike at the rehab or something.
Yeah, they got me. Yeah, that's what they got me doing. The arm pedal. They ain't got time for that. What that's gonna do for me? Thanks. I did that one day. So
well,
that's
your
it
upper
for that.
body's fresh, coach.
No, dog. I'd rather get the dumbbells and get the curls, get them shoulders. Because that's what I'm getting ready to do now. Go to Texas 2 days and hit it 2 days and get right.
All right, coach, check this out. Okay, so statement was made that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. I think he passed Ray or right there with Ray Allen. I don't think anybody can argue that he's the greatest shooter that the game has ever seen. I mean, just some of the trick shots that he's done. The other part of that, though, is that Kevin Durant is the greatest all-time scorer. Agree or disagree?
Man, Kevin Durant to me is unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Michael Jordan was unstoppable too. I'm just asking a question. I'm just saying.
Kevin Durant. Well, you didn't let me finish. Kevin Durant is unstoppable, but there's no way I would put him over Jordan. Like Jordan started all this. Jordan is the genesis of scoring. Jordan is just. It's no way you could stop him. Period. Kevin Durant is ridiculous, though, man. People could have a great argument because I'm from the Jordan era. I would lean to Jordan. I feel like many people, because they didn't see the Jordan era, they would lean to Durant because of they're in the Durant era.
I think both of them maximize their physical talents in the way that, in the best way that they could. You know, Kevin Durant was never going to be the exact type of player that Michael Jordan was. He's not going to be able to play above the rim, but Michael Jordan wouldn't have been able to have the exact same offensive arsenal that Kevin Durant has. So it's like comparing Monet to Van Gogh.
Look at you. Look at you, Monet to Van Gogh, all fancy and stuff.
I thought he was
I
talking about the singer. I ain't know what he was talking about.
I look at it a little different, though. You know, to me, Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. It's like a cake. I got to come back to food.
Look at you. Comparing it back to food.
You don't make a cake just strictly out of flour. Michael Jordan, the competitor, unprecedented in the sport. Michael Jordan, the defender, unprecedented in the sport. The leadership, you know, like it or not, but he ruled with an iron fist, which is required, isn't it, Coach Prime?
Yes,
to rule with an iron fist. So those are pieces, but to say as a scorer, I do believe that Kevin Durant could be perceived in one category superior to the greatest player of all time, because again, he's talking about 6'11" with a 7'7" wingspan that could play above the rim. He can play anywhere. Jordan could be stopped where Jordan got to turn around back up in the trees. There is no stopping Kevin Durant on any point.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You were talking about scoring. So if we just go to scoring titles, we go to scoring titles and get it over with.
Well, if Kevin Durant wanted to win the scoring titles, don't you think he could have?
You can't say if.
Well,
so that's like you said, if Jordan wanted to score 30 or 40 every game, he could have. You can't just say that.
He could.
But you can't if this situation.
Well, no, but I think that from a scoring perspective, that Kevin Durant, when you look at the arsenal as far as a pure scorer, I could see an argument that he could be the greatest scorer of all time. Just score, not best basketball player.
I still feel like Jordan is the best scorer of all time.
Okay.
Because he proved it, for one. Secondly, anytime he wanted to, he could have put up 50. Anytime. And he didn't have a competitive disadvantage like you said KD has, being 6'11". I told you I stood beside him one time and I felt like Bushwick Bill. I'd never do that again.
It is. You're looking all the way up at him. It's an uncomfortable guy to stand next to.
It's very uncomfortable to be looking up at a man like that. You don't want to do that.
And he's a strong guy.
Coach, I know you're a big J.J. Watt fan, and Ron, I'll let you sell something in just a second.
I love J.J. Watt.
T.J. Watt, congratulations to T.J. Watt. He just became the all-time leading Pittsburgh Steeler, which saying something, and they 20-some Hall of Famers, sack leader on a season. He is on pace to actually pass Strahan, potentially. Strahan for his sack record. Would it ever be possible in your mind that TJ would have the better career than JJ?
It could be. The game is much different. Everyone's throwing much more, so you have many more opportunities for sacks. Not like the Strahan era, but that could be a possibility. We just don't think aloud like that because he's the younger brother, and we rarely see the younger brother exceed the older brother. But lately, we've been seeing a lot of younger brothers exceed the older brother.
These Bosas over there, they're both pretty scary. What and speaking of scary, what pass rusher historically do you think struck the most fear in the hearts?
Lawrence Taylor.
That was the answer I was looking for.
Stop the conversation. Lawrence Taylor.
That's for you. I want you to look up Rone. I know you know who he is. Reggie White and the Hump. See, Lawrence is gonna run around. We know Lawrence. Lawrence is the greatest. I'm not saying that at all from that standpoint. I think the best defensive player ever though was Reggie White.
I don't believe none of that.
I understand.
I think the best defensive player was right here.
Well, I'm an interior pass rusher.
No. You said what you said. You said what you said.
You
said what you said, and you meant it. You meant it. You meant like M-I-N-T.
These are categories.
You meant it.
These are categories.
I ain't got time for categories. You said what you said. It wasn't no fraudulent slip. You've said it several times.
No, that's Jerry Rice on offense.
Yep. You said it several times.
Yep.
No. Wrong. Go wrong because he said he's been disrespectful his whole life.
It's just it depends on what you find scarier, cocaine or Christianity. If you want to go between Reggie White,
right? That's not right, Ron. That's not right. Let's go to the next subject because that's not right.
We got to go sell something now. We got to go now.
I want to know right now. I don't want no dissertation. Just two teams. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Jamie?
Tampa and Kansas City. Repeat.
I'm saying Green Bay and New England.
I'm saying Green Bay and Kansas City.
That's good. It's because it's going to be one of these quarterbacks or Belichick, basically.
Somebody pulled on Tom Brady's cape on Sunday, and he put up a donut. I wouldn't pull on Superman's cape. I believe that the injuries are going to get back. The players that are not there. If Bruce Arians, I don't believe he was, but he was ever thinking about getting rid of Antonio Brown and any of that other foolishness.
It's a woman just walking behind you. I just want
Yeah.
you to know. This.
Yes, that's Paola. You know, so
No,
Paola is
that, Paola. What'd you say?
Paola, not Paola.
Oh,
That's what they
I
did
thought
in
you said
college.
Paola. I don't
That's
know what's
Paola.
going on over there. I'm just saying. I just thought you should explain.
Don't you have a housekeeper?
No, but not the cut round when I'm doing a show. Not the
Well,
cut
that
in the
just
back when doing the show. I'm just saying. I wanted you to explain. I tried to give you a
Okay.
chance to explain for the
Okay.
viewers. Just see somebody cut through the back of the screen. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I trust you and I believe you.
Okay.
But I just,
No.
I'm just saying, somebody cut through the screen. Like if somebody walked behind Rone right now, I'm like, Rone, you know somebody just walked behind you.
You have a question. Yeah, you would at least,
You have a
you wouldn't ignore it.
I'm just letting you know. They saw that. I just want you to know.
I need help. I'm a single
Yeah,
dad.
she had a housekeeper's walk. She did have a housekeeper's walk, so you protected.
You know,
I'm just letting you know what transpired.
Hey, schedule changed a little bit here, so we got to.
I'm just letting you know what transpired behind you, dog. That's all.
All right, Jamie.
I'm out of here, man. I'm through with y'all, man.
Take it easy, my friend. And thank you so much, Jamie. We appreciate you. And just like every time, this episode is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage. Cross Country Mortgage is just like us at Barstool, a people-first group of people dedicated to the fundamentals of mortgage lending, which result in fast, convenient, and less stressful home financing or refinancing experience. Rates are unbelievably low. Don't pay the bank more than you need to. Our friends at Cross Country Mortgage will make it simple to figure out how much you can save on a monthly basis and over the life of your loan. The numbers can be staggering, and you could be leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table over the life of that loan. And it could be working for you in other places. Like I said, rates are at an all-time low. They might not get this low again. So call today for a fast, free rate quote. Our partners will save you a ton of money. Call today, and our friends at Cross Country Mortgage will give you a free home valuation. That's free for you just for calling. Don't miss the window because those rates might creep up on you. You never know. Go to crosscountrymortgage.com/barstool to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing your current mortgage. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, all loans subject to underwriting approval, NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Coach, the Ravens almost won a game without Lamar Jackson. I didn't expect them to be in the game. They covered the spread. I know that's not your forte, but they were in the game the entire time without Lamar Jackson. And you really have to think that that's a testament to their coaching staff because all the injuries that they've had throughout the season at running back, at cornerback, now they're losing an MVP caliber quarterback. There's no such thing as moral victories, but is Jim Harbaugh one of the more underappreciated coaches in the game?
Yeah, probably, but this is not where I'm going with this. I feel like the quarterback that replaced Lamar Jackson, first of all, they're really intelligent because they get a quarterback that's with the same type skill set, so you don't have to change the offense. I love that. I adore that. That's very smart.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah. He's been playing his butt off. And the thing, he's been doing some things I don't feel like Lamar has been doing. He's been hitting his checkdowns. He's been getting rid of the ball expeditiously. When it's time to run, when it's time to throw, he's been making the right decisions. And he's been putting his team in a good place to win. He hadn't been sabotaging them some type of way. You know, some quarterbacks seem like they're sabotaging the darn team. This kid has been playing like he's a starter, not a backup. And I'm proud of him. Now, defensively, they've had some hurdles because they've lost, I think, several corners this season, but they're still fighting. And Coach Harbaugh is doing a wonderful job. You can't take that away from him. But offensively, man, this kid has really come in there and playing like a starter.
Yeah, Coach, when you think about coaches who are underrated, who do you think about in the league? Do you think there are any coaches who really aren't getting their just due in the job that they've done in the league?
No, because they're in the league. Shoot.
So there's no such thing as underrated if you're in the league?
You're in the league. It ain't it's not another league. So you got it. If you're in it, you got it.
So there's nowhere else to go for them
not at all. You know what I was talking to one of my friends the other day. and I don't know if you know this is true because I follow gospel music, I follow R&B, I follow all kind of music.
Ooh,
Why
I love
does it
Kirk
seem
Franklin. Kirk Franklin's my guy.
right? Why does it seem like regular R&B singers, when they get older, they lose their voice and that but gospel singers can keep it until they're 100 years old? I don't tell me what is that?
Do you think that it has something to do with the lifestyle that these R&B singers are living? Maybe they're having a little bit more alcohol that they're drinking. They're not on the Heineken 0.0s. Maybe they're living a little bit harder, and the only thing that these gospel singers are drinking is the communion wine.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I am not gonna say that. And everybody in church ain't in church. But listen here, it just behooves me that I've seen people, I mean, up in age, go and grab a microphone in church unannounced. Someone just passed them the mic and just want them to sing, and they tear the house down. But then you see an R&B person on stage at a concert, one of those throwback concerts, and you're like, man, come on, dog. Don't do yourself like that. Don't just lip sync. I don't know if it's the hard living or what is it, but it seems as though these persons never lose it, but they do.
Yeah, like maybe they blew it out. Is there a way that you could kind of like blow the vocal cords out, like fry your own vocal cords? But then I see guys like Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett's like in his 90s, and he's still coming out with albums.
Yeah, still got it.
Yeah, there's some people that still got it, and I'm jealous. I'm trying to figure out what way to keep the voice going.
Best concert you've ever heard, or the best singer you've ever listened to live?
Well, so this isn't the best singing, the best performance, but it was the most fun that I ever had at a concert. And I didn't realize how many hits this guy had. I went to a Ludacris concert at Bonnaroo, and he had the crowd going so insane. It was like that old DMX concert where you see the footage and there's 300,000 people there as far as the eye can see. And we're walking through the concert, and he's playing "Move, Get Out the Way, Get Out," and it just it's like he created like a single mind for everybody in the concert. Like he had everybody just moving together like they were one organism. It was truly a sight to behold. It was the most fun I've ever had at a concert.
Luda ain't no joke. Like Luda can entertain. I'm sitting up there. When I ask you, I lost the person. Help me. Him plays the piano. Very eccentric.
Elton
John. I saw Elton John live.
Yeah.
In California at some benefit. I think the Pump Brothers put it on. And when I tell you, his voice was like it was a record, and it wasn't a record. He was playing live, and it was unbelievable. And I was just captivated by the crispness of the sound. Like the production of this whole thing was unbelievable. And he just put on a show and barely ever got up from the darn piano.
Yeah, those guys who could play the piano and sing are different. They're a different breed because the way that they understand music, the way that their brain compartmentalizes music is crazy. They just get it at such a different level. They're hitting all the notes like a Billy Joel, type of thing. Like that. That's the type.
Now, I saw one other that when I was playing baseball for the Reds, or it might have been the Braves, and this guy was performing, and I took half of the team that wanted to go there, and I loved it. Morris Day and the Time.
Morris
Day and the Time, and Jerome brought that mirror out. It was over for me. Over.
That Junk of
Love. Jerome brought the mirror out to Morris Day. It was over. Over.
Coach, have you ever been disappointed by a concert though? Because one time I went to I was in college and I paid $180 for a Bruce Springsteen ticket. So when I was in college, that was a lot.
It's a lot of money per day. What you mean in college?
Exactly, especially in college then. But then Bruce Springsteen was up there singing, and it sounded like what you're talking about with these R&B singers. that his voice just didn't carry like it used to. It was like, baby, we were born to run. And he wasn't born to run anymore. And I felt like I was disappointed in Bruce Springsteen. Have you ever gone to a concert and been like, I don't know if they have it anymore?
No, because I'm not really a concert guy.
Yeah.
I'm not really a concert guy. So I haven't been to many concerts. I tell you, one of the most exciting concerts I've been to as well, when Hammer was Hammer.
Oh, really?
When Hammer was Hammer, I don't think there was a more lively concert ever. When MC Hammer was MC, what I mean by was in his prime, he's still Hammer. But when he was in his prime and he was selling out Coliseums, it was nothing like it, man. The energy, the amount of people on stage, the choreography, it was unbelievable, man. Like, it was crazy.
When everybody was on stage, were they like hype men or were they all
No.
backup dancers?
It was one hype man, but everybody else was dancing, synchronized. I mean, they were hitting it. And Hammer did his thing. He changed 2 or 3 times and killed it. It was a great concert. He put on a great show. Now, I seen Bobby Brown go to work. New Edition, my boy. First of all, I much love to Michael Bivins. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites ever. And he's the catalyst for a lot of that. Matter of fact, he just hit me over this past weekend, man. I love that dude to life. But New Edition, man, dude, off the chain. But I saw Bobby perform in when Bobby was Bobby. I ain't talking about not the big Bobby. I'm talking about the Bobby was Bobby.
Young Bobby.
Young Bobby.
Yeah, when he was just he was glowing. I want to if we're talking, I would love to have seen James Brown sometime. When he was young doing splits.
Yeah,
that would have been incredible.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen James Brown, but honestly, I would have loved to see Michael. I saw Michael at a halftime show in the Super Bowl, but that ain't the same. That ain't the same. You know, that ain't the same. I want to see Michael in a concert. You know, I want to see him do his thing.
When he's the main act.
Yeah, when he's just it. I ain't want to see the brothers. I don't want to see the 5. I don't want to see 5. Other 4, 3, 2, I just want to see 1. That's it. Just
because I appreciate it when someone gives it all on stage, and those are the type of dudes that are really giving it all. It wakes you up like a cup of Black Rifle coffee, a Black Rifle veteran-owned coffee company that's been serving premium coffee to people who love America. And veteran CEO and founder Evan Hafer spent over 7 years on the ground overseas with U.S. Special Forces as a CIA contractor. Evan even modified his gun trucks during the invasion of Iraq to grind coffee anywhere. And Black Rifle Coffee Company is continually committed to supporting veteran, law enforcement, and first responder causes. They have imported high-quality coffee beans from all over the world and roast 5 days a week at our facilities in Manchester, Tennessee, and Salt Lake City, Utah, right here in the USA. The best way to enjoy Black Rifle coffee is by joining the coffee club. You pick your perfect roast, how much and when you want is delivered to your door, and we'll take care of the rest. It's up to you. You just got to sign up, and that's free. You get free shipping, discounts on your partner brands, and all you got to do is go to blackriflecoffee.com/prime. You use code PRIME to get the freshest coffee in America shipped right to you. Coach, I want to ask you about this player that I've seen. He's kind of been taking Instagram by storm. He's a one-armed basketball player called Hansel Emmanuel. Have you seen him?
Yes. Who hadn't seen him?
He's crazy. He might be
like, has he got offers? He got to have offers already because the kid is unbelievable, man.
I think he just got an offer to like Tennessee State or something like that.
Man, please, we better offer him here in Jackson State because, first of all, you're talking about overcoming adversity. You're talking about keep it going no matter what. You're talking about I'm going to do this regardless of my situation. Man, please, this guy's a walking testimony. He is unbelievable, man. I love him. If I had a shoe company, I would endorse it.
Yeah, he's incredible. He really usually with a player like that, you'll see a highlight here or there, but there's extended sequences where he's crossing people over, dunking, getting back on defense,
unbelievable, man.
taking the
Jump
ball
out
coast to coast, jumping out of the gym.
Jump out the gym.
It's insane.
You know what? It's some people that you just wish. Well, you just wish to God. You want to say, Lord, just give him his other arm. Just it's some people. It's like you want to see like Stevie Wonder. Lord,
Yes,
just
give
let
him the
him see.
eye. Let him
Just
see.
let him see. Just let him see. And some people you just want, Lord, just let him. Just. But I don't know if they would be that person if it wasn't that way. This kid, man, oh my God, he excites me so much, and I love him so much, man. He's a star. He's a star to me, man.
You know how I knew he was a star? Not just the way that he was playing, but the way that he was dressing. I saw he had the Gucci socks on.
Oh no, he did.
With the Kobe's. He had the Gucci socks with the Kobe.
Yeah, he got swag.
Yeah, he has swag. He has one arm swag, single-handedly changing the game.
He's packing gyms too, man.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah. I just read he went down to my hometown. That's the last tournament he played in. The Christmas tournament. It's a huge tournament down in Fort Myers, Florida. That every year a lot of top teams come down. And I just read that he went to that City of Palms Classic or something.
Ooh, might have lost you for a second. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, the one thing is, like, if you're playing against him, I feel like for the first possession, you might not D up all the way. You might say, okay, I'm going to let him have this one. I'm going to kind of go a little bit soft on him. I feel like I could just swipe the ball right out of his hand. But come that second possession, you really have to D up on him. Like, no one can go half on. You can't take it light on him because he has one arm, right?
No, you got to get in it. First of all, common sense would say, I'm going to take his right away. He got to go right. He got to go right. Then next thing you know, he crosses you, and I don't know how he does it. He crosses you and pick it back up with the right and dip on you. Next thing you know, you get flushed on. I've seen that because I'm sitting up there thinking, he got to go right. He got to go right. But he goes both ways with it. Yeah,
he can hit the sham god. He kind of goes across and brings it back.
That's what he does.
He does the sham god. Last one, Coach, before we get out of here. Tiger Woods has been playing golf with his son, and I don't know if you've seen the clips, but his son can ball. His son is nice. His son's only 12 years old, Charlie Woods, and he's playing with his dad. So they're playing 2-on-2 against other father-son combinations. And
I like that.
His son is putting it almost closer to the pin than his dad has been. They're playing out of this world. How does this journey with the way that he's raising his son to follow in his athletic footsteps, how does that parallel your journey?
Well, my journey is my journey. My kids are playing Steph Curry. I mean, his father was phenomenal. I think the best father and son combination ever to me really is that I've seen, that I know. The juniors, not the juniors, that was stupid. Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr., who played on the same darn team and hit a home run the same darn day. Who can top that? That was just like Steph Curry and his father, both of them hitting threes in the game. Or LeBron sticking around long enough so he alley-ooping to his son. So Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. are the best. I don't think no one would ever overcome that.
Anytime you get to play with your son is a whole different can of worms. But do you ever think about picking up those golf clubs? I feel like that's a game that ages.
I fish. I ain't golf. Everyone I know that plays golf are angry, like they mad. Why would I want to do something that's gonna get me mad? I got 115 kids on the roster that gets me mad at times. I don't need no more. I don't understand golf. I don't. If golf was in the hood, we'll be dominant. We'll really be dominant. But if it's that much grass around, we're gonna build something on it. Sure. So
you think that they're frustrated?
I like fishing.
Are they frustrated by golf, or are they frustrated and they're trying to get away from it with golf and meditate?
No, they're frustrated by golf. I don't know a satisfied golfer. I've never met one. Now, what I do know, this to be true, most golf courses, especially in the South, especially Florida, He's some good fishing, man. The best fishing you could ever imagine is on a golf course. Why you say that, Coach Brian? Because it's unfished. They put those fish in there, they're huge, man. When I played for the Braves, everybody rented houses like in this one division, and it was golf courses all around. Dude, I was out there hood, straight bucket, sitting on the bucket, corks, bobbers, pulling them out like no other. And you can't eat them because there's a lot of
pesticides.
Yeah, all that stuff is, you see a whole lump on the side of a fish. That ain't good. But I'm talking about Glavin, Smoltz, Avery, all of us, man. I had the whole team fishing. Then when I went to the Reds, me and Barry Larkin, Lenny Harris, we was fishing like crazy out there every during practice, man, in spring training. So it's some good fishing on golf courses. That's all I need a golf course for, fishing, nothing else.
That's a life hack for the people. That's a little bit of extra information for the people out there.
Yeah.
Just a little bonus. Well,
I
Coach,
have never seen a happy golfer.
They're always cursing at the club. They're always looking at the club.
Yeah,
angry.
And clubs ain't cheap.
I saw Dana Beers launch a golf club about 45 feet last week.
Yeah, he probably threw it over there to where the beer stand was, so you go get it.
Yeah, he came back with a whole six-pack. Yeah.
Or the Heineken 0-0. No, not a 0-0.
Not him.
Or 99.99.
Yeah. The Heineken 100%. All right, Coach. We appreciate you. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to the family. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Jackson State, to your family. And
tell Miss Rone I said hi. I'm glad she didn't walk by like Jamie's girl / housekeeper walked by.
Yeah, we gotta find out what's going on with Jamie.
Find out what's really going on. Like, how can people be walking behind you like it's just regular?
She was comfortable.
She was really comfortable, man. I know he went off when the show went off. Baby, you can't. housekeeper.
Payola, you can't do that, Payola.
Yeah, you can't do that, Payola.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Coach.
Have a good
we'll catch you
Christmas,
next time.
All right, buddy.
You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st.